Since the pandemic, outdoor dining has become a fixture here in the city. It started as a temporary emergency measure in June 2020 after coronavirus shut down restaurants for indoor dining.
Since then, it has been extended multiple times, given its popularity with customers and restaurant owners alike. Yesterday, the City Council voted 34-11 to approve a bill to make outdoor dining permanent. Sort of. Council member Marjorie Velázquez is here. She sponsored the bill. Nice to have you on Good Day New York. I'm sorry.
Good morning.
But you know, what are you hearing from your constituents?
So it's mixed, right? And so let's take it back to what existed prior to the pandemic, where it was very exclusive, super pricey, and limited to mainly Manhattan. What the pandemic did and the emergency order did is actually open the door for outer boroughs like mine to have the opportunity. It made it more affordable, and it definitely introduced the roadway cafes, where some of them got it right. And they're really beautiful, and we want to talk about that for a minute because we want to highlight what it means to be a good actor, because we didn't have that chance during the pandemic.
In the bill, that is not part of it.
Correct.
And the problem is, and as you know, with full disclosure, my family has a restaurant, and we have a beautiful streetery outside. We're now crunching the numbers. We don't know if we can put it back up again after we take it down. Too expensive. You're going to find that with other restaurants.
Right.
Too expensive. So the ones that can put it up are the ones that have a cheaper exterior.
So this is what we're working through, right? First of all, the transition on removing the permanent fixed structures and seeing what we can do together. And this is where I need your help, and I need certainly the public's help. When DOT, the Department of Transportation, will have its public hearings on rulemaking and designing and the scope of that, this is where we need New Yorkers to come up and say, this is what works in our community. This is what we like. And we haven't had that. Unfortunately, the bad actors, those shanties that folks saw, they took public opinion and they made it difficult for good actors. And so we're wanting to take a step back and let's amplify the good actors.
Why can't you do it on a case-by-case basis? Go around, I know you put the DOT in charge.
Right.
Case-by-case basis. I mean,
I would love to say that we have all the resources
DOT comes
for that.
around, they give plenty of fines out, and we know they're around.
But it's actually focusing on their resources and their limited scope, right? And so what we did, though, is having the quarterly meetings included here, so all the agencies can meet up on a quarterly basis to discuss what good practices are, as well as what works and what doesn't work. There's also here, in part of the bill, the council member and the community board has an opportunity to discuss with the applicants what works and what doesn't work in their communities.
Shouldn't that have happened before you guys put this bill in motion?
So that's part of the bill, actually, the council member voting in and the...
Well, the public hearing portion of it.
So rulemaking is separate from the bill itself, but there was a public hearing last year that lasted over 10 hours, and what we did in addition to that was meet up with different council members, different businesses, different community members, because throughout the city, it's diverse.
Yeah.
Some districts don't want it at all, and I've had council members saying, not in my district.
But there are over 20,000 restaurants, so just to have a hearing for 10 hours, that doesn't seem sufficient. But I want to talk about those with weakened immune systems, and those also still concerned about COVID. I mean, COVID is still out there, so to just wipe the option away completely.
So we're not wiping the way. We are providing sidewalk
during the
cafes.
winter months.
We're providing sidewalk cafes with a full year. So you still have the opportunity for outdoor dining full year with sidewalk cafes. What is limited is actually the roadway that has been the most controversial piece, and that is what was a compromise within the community and with the industry, right?
So there's still a few things, the details that need to be worked out, right?
Correct.
Which is, when do you apply for something like this? When does this really start? And when would the structures have to come down?
So by November 2024, that is by the time we expect the structures to all be eliminated. And so what we're trying to do right now is incorporate and ask the public, we need you to come out when DOT does have rulemaking and the design aspect. We need you. We need to hear you, and we need to take this time to amplify. So if you guys want to show us, tag you guys, this is what a good actor looks like. Let's take that moment and amplify the good actors, because we're not doing that well enough.
Why the DOT?
The DOT, because it is a roadway that they are taking, and so in splitting up in the past, it was the Department of Consumer Worker Protection, which is the agency that I oversee, and it is a smaller agency that doesn't have all the resources, whereas DOT does have access to the street. And what we're also saying, they're a bigger agency with more resources that can actually plan out and, like you say, better enforcement.
So let's talk about licensing and stuff like that, because you have to apply for a license, correct?
Correct. For either license.
And when do you apply for that license?
So we're waiting for the mayor to sign the bill, and that's when the licensing process starts coming out. And so we will encourage folks to go ahead and apply.
Bro, how big is your family's outdoor shed?
It's big.
Like how many square footage? Just throw it out.
You know what? I don't know. My sister would probably know. But
so what are the fees for someone like Ro? Because it varies, right?
There's a rent on it now, right?
It varies on location. So by location, there are 4 different tiers, and it depends on that. And so it is based on the commercial rents in these different areas. And we wanted to be comparable to that, and it's by square footage.
So the other thing I was reading in the paper is today that there are some restaurants that are concerned that they're going to have to lay off people. When those sheds come down, they're going to lay people off. Are you concerned? I mean, let's face it, the migrant situation is a mess in New York City. I know you have to deal with that. These are people who are looking for work. If the restaurant industry, which is notoriously famous for hiring unskilled employees, are not going to hire them because now they have to take down these outdoor sheds, there's not going to be that kind of turnover anymore.
I beg to differ.
What's this going to do for the economy?
I beg to differ because it is cheaper than not having anything, and it is providing a space for folks to finally say in outer boroughs, right? We're extending and giving the opportunity throughout all 5 boroughs to have either sidewalk or roadway.
But the storage, Councilwoman, the storage.
The storage would only affect the roadway, and so that's the conversation that we still need to have with folks.
Because the smaller places who can't afford or don't have the room,
they could still have the opportunity to use a sidewalk cafe, which is the most affordable option, and it still provides the opportunity to give customers the opportunity to eat out and also give the jobs and secure the jobs. What we're talking about, this saved 100,000 jobs, and we wanted to make sure that we kept that element in saving jobs and creating a tax revenue for the city. So that's why we made sure that this is equitable to all 5 boroughs. In the past, it was only helpful to Manhattan. It was so exclusive and so costly. So reducing the fees, making it accessible to all 5 boroughs actually will help and does promote better business, and it also gives an opportunity to create more jobs.
We got to go. When's that public hearing?
It hasn't been set because the mayor still needs to sign a bill.
Okay, got it.
City Councilwoman Marjorie Velázquez, I know you got your hands full with this city. You should.
But let's eat out, and let's encourage more folks to go out, take your opportunity, go to your favorite restaurant, tag us up so we can share, because we need to make sure as New Yorkers we're standing up for one another and our small businesses and the mom and pops who decided to stay. They didn't go anywhere. They made sure that we were well fed and that we had our safe space. So let's take this moment and say thank you in a big New York way.
Well, an upside is parking. I'll say that.
All right, Good Day New York is coming right back.